By the way, DC is actually cooking with both Clayface and Lantern's trailer. I'm hyped for both of them. But yeah, let's talk about Bleach. Bleach final season of the Thousand Year Blood War and the final season of basically the whole anime is here. The episode just came out hours ago. I obviously watched it. We're gonna talk about the episode first, but first we need to realize the situation. It's a big situation, and one of the big three animes ending forever until like the Hell arc comes out in like 2083. But like Bleach is ending. This is the final season. This is the final run after like this anime came out all the way in the 2000s, almost getting cancelled for like 10-ish years, then coming back with Thousand Year Blood War, and after 3 seasons of Thousand Year Blood War, we're finally here on the final season of Thousand Year Blood War. This is going to be the first big three anime to end because like One Piece is still going on, and that's since 90s. I mean, to be fair, in One Piece case, you can't really help. It's a big story. Fuck you gonna do? And Naruto, technically Shippuden is over, but the story of Naruto world is still going in Boruto. The story is not over. You got the point. Like Bleach is gonna be the first big three anime to be end. Big three is big stuff when it comes to anime space. Like these three anime, they hold big cultural impact. To think that Bleach is gonna be the first one to end, even though it was sitting on the bench for like 10-ish years. But yeah, the final season of Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, 4th season, the 4th part, final season, whatever you wanna call it, it's here. So finally, let's talk about the first episode of the final part. I'm pretty sure it's episode 41. It focused majorly on like Ori versus Haschwalth battle. Like maybe I was hallucinating, but I swear to God, their battle ended like last season. But maybe I'm just confusing with the manga. But yeah, I'm a manga reader. Like duh, I'm a manga reader for everything I watch. There is no anime which I watch I haven't read the manga of, and I've been a Bleach manga reader for like years. I will talk about some manga stuff at the end with the endings and such, my opinion on that. That's obviously spoilers territory. But yeah, Uri versus Haschwalth battle is still going on in the show. We see a good amount of it in this episode, but the major focus is Yoriichi and her like God of Thunder form, and versus the other like gift ball guy, one of the fucking royal guards of Yuhabaha, which I'm not a big fan of. Except for like Haschwalth, I'm not really a big fan of any of those royal guards of Yuhabaha. But yeah, the major focus of the episode is Yoriichi, her God of Thunder form, which was like very high, and I actually have 2 problems with that, but the animation was actually good. The animation is actually like better than the previous season. Bleach have always had a good animation. Like I've never saw people say Bleach didn't have a good animation, or even though this season, like the first episode, it looks more polished even than like the last 3 seasons, which is something I like about Thousand Year Blood War a lot. This is something we see a lot in like modern anime. Like, the animation is good, but the stuff looks very rough. Like it doesn't look polished. Good fighting animation is a basic line every fucking new anime has to meet nowadays. Like everyone have to give a good animation. Demon Slayer, when it came out in 2019, it single-handedly forced everyone to up their game in terms of animation. So like at this point, it's a basic line every new anime has to meet, but this is something we see a lot. The animation is good and flashy, but it's like lacks the polishing. If you know what I'm talking about, like I'm not finding the right word to talk about, but the Bleach animation, especially the new Thousand Year Blood War newest season animation, it looks very polished. Even the art style is also like very fucking good. To be fair, again, like it's Bleach. Like I'm looking at these characters and I'm like, damn, they look good. The Yoriichi fight animation, that was also pretty good. The lightning and everything, it was pretty good. There are only 2 problems I had with Yoriichi form. One problem I had with the episode, one problem I have with the form itself. The problem I have with the episode is that Yoriichi doesn't do her iconic pose. Like, you know what I'm talking about, where she's on her hands and like, which is like a very iconic pose. Like that shit has cultural impact, and that doesn't happen in the episode. She kind of take that pose, but the camera is focusing from the front when it should be focusing from the side. So we don't really get the manga panel animated. The shit which everyone wanted to see, like we don't really get to see that. And the second problem I have is it's with the Yoriichi form itself. Like I don't really like how she loses her mind in this form and starts to act like a cat. Like Yoriichi, one of my favorite characters. She's definitely my top 5 anime female characters of all time, and I've watched a bunch of anime, so that's saying something. And I love this form too, but I just don't like how she loses her mind and starts to act like a cat and everything. Like it's a little bit weird. That's just my preference, but yeah, I mean, I still like this form. There's just one aspect I don't like about this form. The fight itself was good, but it's still not finished. The gift ball guy, he at the end of episode gets a power up, and like Yoriichi's down, her 5-minute fucking immunity is over, and Urahara, my fucking goat, my favorite character in all of Bleach. If you don't know, that's my number 1 character, Urahara, Ichigo, and Yoriichi. That's my top 3. One more part about the episode which made me laugh my ass off was the fucking Chad part, where Oribe also gets attacked by one of those stone statues while Ichigo and Oribe goes to fight Yuhabaha. Chad is the one left behind, and I was laughing my ass off during that scene. I was laughing my ass off in manga too when I was reading that scene, because Chad is such a fraud. This guy doesn't even get to fight a main character, like not even a fucking side fodder. There's like 26 Quincy's. He doesn't even get to fight any of them. This fucking fraud is now fighting those stone monster thing. Like when I first read this shit in the manga and then he says, oh god, Ganju, our job is to make sure the path is clear when Ichigo comes back. Like I was laughing my ass off, like genuine fraud this guy. Back in the day I used to think like, wow, Chad, what a cool fucking character. His design is pretty cool. And like when he got his power, when Chad first got his power, I remember I was like very hyped. Like damn, Chad got his power. Like look at his hand, he's so cool. He does nothing for the rest of the show. This is the final arc. He's like just fighting these fodder nameless monsters. The opening was pretty good too. Like the song was pretty good, but I like the visuals more. I enjoyed the visual part more. We got to see a little bit of Yuha at the start, him getting his dream or nightmare as he says. Ashwald also explaining the plan of Quincy. Oh, Quincy, we're gonna destroy everything and make our own kingdom, which is fucking weird because there's like 5 Quincy left. How the fuck 5 male Quincy gonna make a kingdom? You all are dudes. You can't even repopulate. The episode was actually really fucking good. I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I'm more hyped for the upcoming stuff. Like there is a lot of stuff. Like if it's an anime only, you're in for a treat. Like just the next episode, we're gonna see some very good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about manga a little bit. This is spoiler warning, anime only leave. Now we're talking about the manga. If you're the manga, you already know probably the next thing we're gonna see is Urahara Bankai. That's one of my favorite Bankai, by the way. Probably my top 3 Bankai. The ability to just reconstruct anything. Other than that, we're also gonna see Uri vs Aswald battle, which I swear to God, I thought that ended in the last season. The one scene where Uri like reveals his shrift. I forgot how it works. Like, does he exchange the damage or does he just like exchange the plays with his enemy? Basically, like his enemy takes all of his damage or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen Uryu's shrift. He does transfer his damage to his enemy because I remember a manga battle of Ashwald on the ground. He's saying, you know what, give me rest of your damage too. Go out there completely fresh in a fight. Like I swear to God, I thought that ended last season, but I was hallucinating because the fight is still going on in the anime. I don't know when this fight will end. Pretty sure the next episode is going to be focused on Urahara's Bankai. Is there any other big fight I'm missing? I mean, there's obviously that Valkyrie guy. There's Kenpachi Bankai. There's also Hitsugaya like at his full power when he becomes like complete adult. The whole 3 captain jumps that Valkyrie guy. I mean, to be fair, in manga that fight was nothing special. Kenpachi's Bankai was cool and all. I'm not really a big fan of that fight. Obviously, anime will give it more sauce. That's the whole job of anime, taking a few panels. Like Sukuna vs Mahoraga was 1 chapter in Jujutsu Kaisen manga, and what we got in the anime. So maybe I will end up liking in the anime, but in manga, I'm not a big fan of that fight. Like again, Kenpachi Bankai was cool, but other than that, then obviously there's like Ichigo versus Yuha, the main fight. I mean, calling it a fight is a stretch. It was more like Yuha bullying Ichigo. That was barely a fight. I also hope they give that fight more sauce, and they also reveal what Ichigo Bankai actually does and why Yuha was scared of it in the first place. I really hope they reveal that in the anime. But speaking of manga, I think I should give a little bit of my opinion on the ending in the manga. I'm not really a big fan of it. The whole ending fight is like very mid. It's not really bad, but it's not really good either. I mean, Yuha versus Aizen sequence was pretty good, I guess. And then Aizen and Ichigo teaming up to kill Yuha. He just erases his death from the future, which is another plot hole because why doesn't he do that later when he actually dies? And the whole silver arrow plot device, which just arrow comes out of nowhere with no setup, no build up. Uryu dad says that this arrow is made up of the silver found in the heart of Quincy's. How many Quincy heart did he rip open to make a whole ass arrow? Yeah, Uryu dad comes with the big arrow. Uryu shoots Yuha with the arrow and then his power turns off and Ichigo kills him. But there's like a lot of plot holes here because you're telling me Yuha, whose power is to literally see every fucking future possible, doesn't see the future where the silver arrow exists. Like he just doesn't know about the existence. Like this one thing which is my greatest weakness, which can turn off my power, by the way. He just doesn't know about its existence. And let's just say like, oh, it's some plot device that he just can't know about silver arrow. It's like a blind spot. He can see everything but he can't see the silver arrow. Got it. Why doesn't he just change the future where he just doesn't get attacked by the arrow? He can literally erase his death from the future. Why doesn't he just erase the fact that he got hit by the arrow from the future before he gets hit by the arrow? Or he just destroys the arrow in the future. Let's say it hit him, right? Let's just say the arrow hit him, can't really help it. Ichigo slashed him and everything. They literally said the arrow will only erase his power for a moment. That means the next moment his power is back. So when his power is back, destroy the arrow, destroy Ichigo, erase your death again just like he did before. The Kuba just made this guy so fucking strong that he himself doesn't know how to kill this guy. So he just made some random bullshit which doesn't even make sense to kill him. The whole fucking final fight was a mess. Like this whole Aizen, Ichigo, Uryu versus Yuha. Renji was just a cheerleader. That guy didn't came to do anything. Fucking fraud. And then there was the epilogue. The weirdest thing from the epilogue was that Urahara and Yorichi are missing. two of my favorite character, two of the most famous character, two of fandom's favorite character are just missing from the fucking epilogue. What the fuck happened to them? Where are they? And not just epilogue. When he made a Hell arc one shot after the ending, in which we see of all these Bleach character post ending, and we get to see all the character Ichigo, Inoue as his wife, their son, Renji, Rukia as his wife, their daughter, and everyone else, but we don't get to see Urahara and Yorichi. Like, does Kubo not like these characters? How the fuck they're missing from epilogue and the one shot chapter which came after epilogue? We literally see a character named Yayahara. I forgot her whole name, but I was like, is that Urahara and Yorichi's daughter? Because wife from Yorichi plus Urahara, Yayahara. So I was like, pretty sure the girl also has skin like Yorichi. So I was like, is that Urahara and Yorichi's daughter? But there is no confirmation. There is nothing. There's not even a mention of Urahara and Yorichi. How are you gonna remove your two famous characters from the epilogue and the one shot chapter which came after epilogue? Like, I really hope, by the way, I really hope the show can improve it miles better, because I love Bleach. I want it to get a good ending. As much as I shit on bad endings for Black Clover, for Chainsaw Man, for even now Bleach, I don't hate this show. I would love for this show to get a good ending, and Bleach has a chance to end on a good note because they're making significant changes from the manga. So I really hope the final fight in general is like better than the manga. Well, Bleach is back, so I'm really happy. I'm probably not gonna make video for every episode, but if some like very good episode comes out, like probably when Kenpachi Bankai will happen, I'm gonna make an episode, and obviously when Ichigo vs Yhwach will happen, I will make an episode, and when the show will end, I will 100% make an episode. That stuff is week away. I still have to catch up to Avatar, and then watch the Avatar movie which came out, then I have to watch the Backrooms movie, then I have to watch like Legend of Korra, because there's a new Avatar series coming, I'm pretty sure in the November and stuff, and that's like post Legend of Korra stuff, so I have to watch Legend of Korra and everything. But anyway, I just want to make a little video talking about the Bleach and its final season. But yeah, till then, see ya. My hairs are so messy.